brand of slot cars. The guy's going to be doing 3D printed bodies and chassis and
well, that looks similar
configurations. Initially, he's going to start with this 911 that you see here, the modern, I believe, pretty much current RSR.
That looks similar.
Fantastic stuff. Always great to be able to promote a new small manufacturer. This is two
And that
slot cars.
is similar but different.
Initially, he's just going to start with this one car. He doesn't have a website up yet. He will have a website up soon. Awesome stuff. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what he comes out with, and when the car comes out, when the finished product comes out. It'd be really great to be able to share those photos. And I know I speak for all of us when I say we wish him the best of luck. 201 Slot Cars, there you go.
So I guess you can tell from that introduction what it is exactly that we've got here now. Now mine is a pre-production prototype, and that one you saw in the pictures is the planned first release of the chassis. But either way, it's now time to think about getting some equipment installed into this motor pod. And as you can probably tell right here, the design is intended to take these 3/32 size flange bore race bearings. These are very common use in slot cars, but there's one thing I like to do with them before I install them into a car, because this is a brand new pair. It's come from the supplier, and I don't know whether you can see, but let's see if I can get this a little bit closer. The ability for them to spin freely is minimal, so I'll show you a little trick that I do to try and improve that, and that is to get this rat tail file, put the bearing on there, and then apply a lot of heat. And the purpose of this is to melt out the grease that's inside the ball bearing. Only takes a few seconds. Get it hot, keep it moving, don't burn yourself. We'll repeat that on the other one. Very small flame I've got in this lighter. It's getting low on gas, I think. And you don't notice anything happen. The bearing can change colour a little tiny bit. Can you hear that? That'll spin a lot faster, a lot longer, sorry, under its own momentum, and that one changed colour. So let's do that again. And by the time you've melted out what grease is inside there, they're completely dry. Should have got a good lighter, huh? Why is it that making videos just does this kind of thing? In the past, in bigger bearings, I've seen it where there's a bit of smoke coming off of there. That's the grease evaporating, burning. In the past, I've done bigger bore races than this, and I've physically seen the grease that runs out of them. Can I hold one? Difficult to hold, they're so small. Let's pop one in the pod. In fact, no. Let's pop them both in. Yeah, they sound a tiny bit noisy right now. Not gritty. But look at that, that's just one tyre. Still spinning. Very important though, that you take a very, very thin, very high quality lubricant and re-lube them after you've done that. People say don't over lubricate, but a ball bearing race, what's not required will just run straight through it and fall out. So I like to make sure that they're thoroughly wetted through. I can see that's been, see what's not required is just coming off on my fingers. Yeah, that's look at that with a little bit of oil in. Spinning for seconds. There's only one tyre on there. That's a marked difference to how it would have been before I removed the grease. I'm going to end that there. So join me in the next video where I continue to make progress with the motor pod.